on a journey to $1 billion. Join me.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Okiriki Daniela and I am on a journey to $1 billion. What is this channel going to be all about? It's going to be beyond just, a vlog, information and anything. It's going to be all encompassing. And so we're going to have bits of, information, bits of, real life experience on a journey to $1 billion from myself, from other entrepreneurs who are, doing well, hitting it big, and all of that. Most important and most interesting aspect of this is that mental transformation that is going to occur as we journey along on this journey. So who am I? Well, like I've already said my name a million times now, so I don't begin to sound funny. Let me say something else about myself. I am the convener of Emerging Economy. It's an economic summit that has held since 2020, its inception, and the purpose for it is very simple. It's for entrepreneurs, business owners, individuals from emerging economy to converge once in a year when we have our annual conference to talk about our economy and ways that we can move it forward, because there are certain things that are peculiar to us that are from emerging economies. So this is just our own child mastermind where we just come, incubate, and think of ways that can propel us forward as a continent, as a people, and more importantly, or equally important, as individuals. That is very, very important, because to live the life that you've dreamt about, you need to be financially empowered. What else have I been up to? What else have I done? Aside Emerging Economy, I am also the lead convener of another group that is called Smart Money Student, and this one is basically for undergraduates. It's an initiative that was started up to help undergraduates get startup funding for anything that they want to venture into. So it's an attempt to help undergraduates to channel their creative energy, rather than going out and doing things that may not be beneficial, that can only put us in a bad spot. So to channel that energy and create something that can better the economy and better our lives as well. Aside that, I run a coaching platform for women especially. So we've had, we started in 2020, and it's been a free coaching platform for women. Women, we have a lot of energy, we have a lot of creativity in us, and a whole lot of things that needs to come out. So it's just a platform where women are coached to become the best versions of themselves, to bring out that inner genius, to organize our lives and, show up just the way that we are meant to be. Aside that, I'm a content writer and marketing copywriter. I really like anyone who knows me, that I really emphasis on the really love to help businesses to connect, to increase visibility, and to make sales, because I believe that that's the lifestyle of businesses now. Like, if you're not making money, what are you now doing? So so we solve problems, but in the reward that we get for solving problems is money. And so that's what I help businesses to do as a marketing copywriter and marketing strategist. I've always been such a huge fan of financial independence from a very young age. And let me just tell you a true life story now. So when I was younger, I loved so much. I've always so much just dreamt of being empowered as a young lady. I'm 25 years old currently, and I studied physiotherapy in school and all of that. But I'm one of those who studied one thing in school and then were doing so many other things, because currently I work as as a marketing executive with a fintech company that's into decentralized finance. I have been such a huge fan that when I was 8 or 9, I began a business. I began a business, and it was a kerosene business. I was buying kerosene in liters, and I was selling. I think I was buying them at 350 for 4 whole liters, and I was selling in bottles. And at the end of each sale, I think I was getting up to 900, 1000. So my profit was, above 500 naira at the time. And as I think making a lot of money, before you know it, I bought spaghetti, I bought soap, I bought things. I was selling, man. I was a big girl, GUC. So in my mind has always been imprinted like this passion to make money, this passion to earn, this passion to be profitable. And I want to show this with the whole world. We've misplaced our priorities, and it's almost like as if anybody's willing to do anything just to get money. But that's not it. That's not the catch. The catch is, money is a good thing, and money is meant to come, but you have to position yourself in the right way to actually get this money, without having to go into something that is actually dubious and all of that. Because there is a global work that must be done, and fund is a major thing to achieve this. When stress freaks me out, it's one thing that makes me to shut down. So a lot of times people wonder, because I managed to do a number of things effectively to some extent, at a time. And so a lot of people don't know that I actually shut down when I'm stressed. I really try to eliminate stressors from my life as much as I can. So when things begin to stress me, I take a critical look on it and see that if it's something that I can really do without, then there's a high chance, 90 to 100% possibility of me, taking it off my plate, because anything that stresses me, it takes more than it's required from my mental capacity and fortitude. I definitely let go of it. So this is just a tip about me. I totally do not allow in my personal space anything whatsoever that stresses me. And that thing I do not like is drama. I try my best to to stay away from drama as much as possible. Now to some serious juicy stuff, if I may add. Well, there's nothing juicy about this, but I just wanted to put it out there. So, am I an introvert? Am I an extrovert? I believe that everyone around me at this point already knows that this girl, like, is a serious introvert. The type that even when she goes out for just a while, like, I come back with banging, pulsating headache. And so it's one of the reasons why I just prefer to stay indoors and get things done indoors. So where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Well, I believe that in the next 5 years I should have established as a transformational coach for women, a transformational catalyst for women, who help women to go from where they are to where they ought to be, to where they are meant to be, and all of that. So yes, I plan in the next 5 years to be that catalyst that catalyzes, are you getting me? From where you are to where you're meant to be, through mindset shift, through practical insights, through coaching and all of that. And also I have a brainchild, Finance Hub Consulting Africa, and it's just a place where I and my team, we plan to provide startup funding and debt management services for individuals and businesses across the continent of Africa. I also really hope to have a recruiting firm for people in emerging economies, because let me just gist you now for free. Like, it's a real thing. I know some of us may be thinking it's not a real thing, but really it's a real thing. When you go to the labor market or to job hunt, whatever you prefer to call it, it's a thing where it's more difficult for people from emerging economies to be gainfully employed. And there are two reasons for this. One is the fact that many times we are somewhat way behind. And the second thing is that your capacity is always in question, your competence is in question, unless you prove to them beyond reasonable doubts that, okay, I can be trusted for this. So it's a lifelong goal, to have a recruiting firm where we can develop the best talent in Africa and position us in the market out there, so that whenever people from anywhere in the world are looking for top talent to work on projects with them, we are a go-to source for that. And there are so many other things that I plan to achieve within the next 5 years. And I forgot one that is, quite important, if you may say. I also really hope to be, happily married, if that's God's way for me. But yeah, so for that, the best time to start is now. I just want you to know that this is going to be serious bars, balls, real life. It's not just going to be something someone trying to form one thing and all of that. It's going to be real life struggles, real life insights, real life wisdom on a journey to $1 billion. The do's, the don'ts, the this, the that. We're all going to be learning on a journey. And so I invite you, if you're like me, you're on a journey to $1 billion, subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get informed on any video that comes up. I remain Okiriki Daniela, and I am on a journey to $1 billion. See you next time. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to turn on your notifications. Bye.